Hey everyone, this is Hirotomai 2011 here. Welcome back to more Crash Twinsanity. In the last episode, we were chased by native Insanitians, I guess? Because you can't really call them Native Americans, because this is in America. Whatever. In this episode, we're going to see what Cortex is up here. And by the way, in the last episode, I checked if there were any options to change the inverted camera. There was not. It was only to change the vibration or such, which honestly is kind of silly. But I found out that there's a widescreen option, so instead of just making everything look weird for widescreen, there actually is a widescreen option, so I hope you guys are enjoying this widescreen, well, this natural widescreen. In any case, let's see what's up now.
Oh, Crash. The farmer's market is tomorrow, and my wampa trees won't grow. For my orchard is riddled with greedy worms. If you rid my land of these pests, I'll give you this power crystal.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect? This isn't a game.
Yeah, brutal as ever, Cortex. By the way, don't touch this guy, because you know what happens when you touch him? What? Really? Okay, again, I guess that's another glitch, because every time I play this game, if you touch this guy, you actually get hurt. I guess glitch? Whatever. Anyway, we gotta play Whack-A-Mole, the little worms over here. This one's actually relatively simple. They give you plenty of time to do all this. Like, 40 seconds seems daunting, but don't worry about it. This is, like, absolutely nothing. All you have to do is keep mashing circle like what I'm doing, and you'll beat this within no time. See, we're almost done. I don't know what the point of this game was, unless you suck.
Come along!
So, the weird thing is, I guess Cortex is just on our side now. Now, yeah, he's still not hurting me. Okay, this game is like, why are you being weird when I'm recording you? That is so, like, mean. The thing is, if you want to grab Cortex and go back and, like, try to use him for different sections of the level, which, by the way, you can see the previous two levels from here, which is actually really nice attention to detail. You can't because he's just going to warp back up here, but over here, we have our first boss fight. So, let's get to it, shall we?
I tell you, you boys have been doing swell. Just swell. Anyhow, we've been taking in the sights of Insanity Island here. Nice digs. So much to see, so much to destroy. You got the native village, the lava caves, the totem gods. Yeah. Back in the 10th dimension, we don't have anything near as nice as the totem gods. The vivid colors, the intricate carving, it's almost as if they're alive. Yeah. Almost. Exactly as if they're alive.
So I don't know if this guy has an official name. I'll pop it on screen if he does, but yeah, this is our first boss fight, the Totem God or so. Essentially what you have to do is just avoid all of his attacks, which he has this attack and then an attack later on where I think he yells and everything. You want to wait for this attack where he's going to screech at you, and then when he does, which he's still not doing it, I guess his pattern still isn't done. Also, I really like there we go. When he screeches at you, you want to throw Cortex in him and make him choke, and that's how you're going to hurt him. And those little tiki things come at you, and essentially that's how his other method of attacking you. Oh, his other attack is a laser beam. That's what I'm thinking of. I also like that little, cartoon thing up there. Now, by the way, I forgot to mention, that farmer there, if he sounds familiar, you're never going to guess who his voice actor is. I'm going to put up screen right now who his voice actor is.
What a pity. Ah, of course. Protect the summoner even at the cost of one's life. The code of the Guardian. How admirable. Well, if you're offering your lives, I will have to take them.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. And that's not the only guy he voices in this game. This game has, like, such a huge selection of voice actors, it is, like, not even funny. Like, the voice talent they got for this game is so cool. But it's also the first game that Crash is completely mute, which is kind of interesting. There is a speedrun tactic to beating this guy quickly, but I personally don't know it. But, you know, if you want to look it up or something, be my guest. I forget how long the world record for this game is, but yeah, the world record for this game is actually really impressive, and I love watching it just because, again, I can't say it's enough that this game is basically like Sonic 06, but it's a good Sonic 06, where it's still a good game, even though it's unfinished and kind of broken. Especially since, I don't know if you caught that, but his health bar took a while to go down, even though we already hit him. So that's another sign. But it's the rule of 3 with this guy, since it's the first boss. So all you have to do is hit him a 3rd time, and we're good.
Oh, nuts. There's nuts? Well, you gave it your best shot. But even now, our vice versa reversa device is in operation, sucking the goodness out of this dimension and leaving behind the worst of all possible worlds. We just like making a mess. See you all, losers! Say, is it lunchtime yet?
10th dimension. Yes, yes! In the dark ocean of my intellect swims a magnificent whale of a plan. To the laboratory! We're not beaten yet. The game is on. Come along!
Now be careful here, because there's a reason that they're playing the boss music still. This area is still considered part of the boss, so even though we beat him, the boss is considered an enemy. So even though he's dead, if you touch him, you get hurt. And if you touch him again, which I'm not going to do, you will die, and you have to do the boss over again. Again, a glitch. As much as I do love this game, I will not even front that this game is a glitchy mess. I mean, it's not glitchy to the point where it's unplayable, but you do get what I'm talking about. Also, jump down here, because if you jump down way too far, it does count as a death and you gotta start all over. I hope I got a checkpoint, because I don't want to mess this up and have to restart. I'm gonna risk it. What? Okay, I did get a checkpoint. But you see what I'm talking about, how, like, that's how fall damage works. If you fall too far, Crash will basically enter an animation where he's falling, and before you touch the ground, it will count you dying. So that's essentially how fall damage works. And I gotta start that over. Okay, thank God I can just jump back up. Alright, I was worried, too, because there wasn't a checkpoint. I didn't see the checkpoint, so I'm just like, oh, no. But, anyway, I actually do have something to show you if I can get back up there, which, you know... I don't think I can right now, so I'm just gonna run. Ooh. Alright then. Yeah, I can't get back up there, but if you were to go back up there, the boss has respawned already. As I mentioned before, since the boss is technically counted as an enemy, hit him while he's down, why don't you? Because the boss is technically counted as an enemy, the moment that you die, the boss respawns because it's counted as an area. It's not counted as just, you know, just, Whoa! Okay, I missed my chance to get something there, but we have 100% completion in Sandy Island, which is really cool. If I remember correctly, I think there's a way to get back, or am I thinking of another area? Because I know that... Okay, I know that it's not now. I think it's later on. But there's a way to get back to the beginning of the game, and that's what I was talking about when I said that this game is very open world, is that if you miss anything, you can go back to the beginning of the world and essentially explore. The thing is, the game counts it as starting the story over, because there is no reset when it comes to restarting the story. It's just... the game just thinks that you're starting the game over once you go to a certain section of the area, because the triggers reload. That's another reason why the boss resets if you get a game over. Everything in the world resets except for the collectibles you collected. So, it's interesting how it works, but I guess I missed the trigger for it, so I can't really show it off yet. So, yeah, I'll show that off at the bonus. In the bonus episode, I'll show off all these transitions because for the sake of story progression, it absolutely kills everything. And I'm only going to do that if I miss any of the collectibles. Okay, to be fair, my screen froze, so I didn't know. Okay, if I turn around, yeah, look, the boss respawned. So you really do have to be careful when it comes to this. Okay, I guess I can retry that TNT thing then. Okay, I thought the game like froze there, just like, oh, death. Alright, so I'm going to retry the TNT thing real quick. But yeah, these transitions, they kind of break the pace. So unless I miss any of the collectibles, I'm not going to show this off till the end. Oh, and I still messed it up. So I'm not going to show off any of these until the end. But I will show, you know, like if I miss anything, I'll show them off. But if anything, I will show off all the transitions at the very end of the LP in a bonus episode. I will promise you that. And that creates platforms to go over for an extra life, but I don't really need it. So, in any case, this is kind of a short episode, I know that, but, yeah, in the next episode, we're going to make it to Cortex's, iceberg lair, and we're going to be exploring. Nothing much to say there. So, I'll meet you guys in the next episode when we, transition over to the next hub world of the game. See you then!